What is it? 7x what? 2 to the third. What do you got left? X squared minus 2. You gonna do anything with that?
Yeah, do the
Well,
the difference of
at
squares.
the time that we were doing just factoring, we were still in the set of real numbers. So you wouldn't have to do that. If you have these listed under factoring in the set of real numbers, you don't have to do anything else. You just took out a common factor. But after we did the factoring, we looked at imaginary numbers, didn't we? So if you're told that you're doing this factoring and you're in the set of complex numbers, then you would have x plus the square root of 2 and x minus the square root of 2.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that. For this problem, you stop there. Okay? Number 8, x plus 12, x minus 12. Number 9, a common factor. What is it? 11. So you got 11, y minus 11, y plus 11. Number 10, what do you do? A and a squared plus 9. Are you through with it?
Yep.
Yes. Why?
Right.
That's not a minus sign in there. Number 11, what do you got?
Common denominator of 7.
Common factor of 7. That's going to give you 2x minus 7.
Number 9. How is it 11? 11 times
Common
9.
factor.
Any questions about that one? Number 12.
No.
If you've got x to the 6 and you take the square root of it, what are you going to get?
X to the third.
How do you know that? Divide the root into the power. Okay? That's going to give you x to the third. So, in number 12, you would have what? 2x to the third minus 5, 2x to the third plus 5. Number 13, if you did number 9, 13 should be easy. X plus 11, x minus 11.
There you go.
Number 14, what do you
That
notice?
would be the one with that 11.
Yeah, that's. I was going to say that.
Well, it looks like a difference in squares, but before you even do that, you've got what? A common factor.
Yeah.
So take the common factor out first. 9, x squared minus 9y squared. Now factor it. Bring down the common factor. You got x minus 3y and x plus 3y. Okay? Now, if you've got x to the 2k, what's the square root of that? Divide this into that, and what are you going to get?
X to the k.
X to the k. So you would have that when you factor it, x to the k minus y to the k, and x to the k plus y to the k. Any questions about that? What?
I was saying just do it the same way.
That's right. That's all you do with the same thing. All right. The next one let's look at is the one starts 5x squared plus 30x plus 10. It's telling you specifically in each of the first 5 you're doing what? Taking out the greatest common factor. What is the greatest common factor number 1? 5. What are you going to have in parentheses then? X squared plus 6x plus 2. What's your greatest common factor number 2? 4x squared. What are you going to have in parentheses? 2x squared plus x minus 7. Everybody staying with us?
Yep.
Number 3, what's your greatest common factor? Is there x in both of them? Okay, so it's just 3. Okay, what's going to be in parentheses? X squared plus 6. Okay. What's your greatest common factor number 4? Remember I told you it's always is the lowest exponent
I had a quick question. On number 3, is there a reason you couldn't use X as the greatest common factor?
is X in both of them.
No, 6, I mean.
6, what did we say, 3? I'm sorry, it should be 6.
Okay.
So that'd be 6 and X squared plus 3. Okay? Thank you. All right, what's the smallest exponent you have for X in number 4?
X squared.
X squared. What's the smallest exponent you have for Y? Y. So X squared Y is your common factor. Now what's going to be in parentheses? X minus 2 plus Y. Okay? You just subtracted the exponents from that you have in that common factor from the exponents in each of those terms. What's your common factor in number 5? 7xy squared. Then what's going in parentheses? First term. Y plus 4. Okay? Now, 6 through 12, you're back to difference of squares. So number 6 is x plus 2, x minus 2. Number 7 is 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. Number 8 is 3x plus 7, 3x minus 7.
Doesn't matter if it goes.
No. Number 9, x plus 11, x minus 11. Number 10, y minus 9, y plus 9. You know, must make a rhyme out of it, can't you? Number 11, x plus y, x minus y. Number 12, 5x minus 4y and 5x plus 4y. You good with those? So don't try to make difference of squares complicated. It shouldn't be. Now, when it says factor completely, that means every time you look at a problem, check it out and see if there's a common factor first. And then check out what you have in parentheses to see if it can be factored anymore. So, when we start looking at these, number 13, you have 12x squared minus 3. Do you have a common factor?
3.
Take it out, put in parentheses what's left. What is it? 4x squared minus 1. Is this a difference of squares?
No.
So your next step, you can take the square root of that. It's 2x, and the square root of 1 is 1. 1 to any power is going to be 1, so you can do whatever you want to with that. It's still going to be 1. Okay, 3. And then you do this the same thing. 2x minus 1, 2x plus 1. Okay? What's your common factor in the next one?
2.
It's a 2. So if you take it out, you're going to have what? X squared minus 25. So how do you factor that? X plus 5, x minus 5, and be sure to bring down that common factor. What's your common factor in number 15? It's what? 3? Okay, if you take out a 3, what do you got in the first term? 9x squared. What do you got in the second one? 49y squared. Now, how do you factor this? 3x plus 7y, 3x minus 7y. Okay, have you got the hang of this? Okay, you know what to do to the last 3 on that page? We need to do any one of those.
What's the answer to 17?
What's your common factor? Do you have one? It's A. Then what's the square root of 121x squared?
11?
11x. And what's the square root of 81?
9y?
So you got A outside. 11x plus 9y. 11x minus 9y. Okay. We good with that one?